Hey guys, so welcome to my channel, Phoenix Spring Tarot. As you can see from the thumbnail, this is a reading on someone that I once considered my spirit animal. So this is a reading on Erika Girardi, aka Erika Jayne, aka It's Expensive to Be Me, aka How Many Fucks Do I Give, aka one of the cast members of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, aka who is on the verge possibly of going bankrupt. We don't know. A lot has exploded over the past few weeks regarding the state of her marriage, the state of her finances, the fact that the Erin Brockovich film was based on Erika Girardi's husband, Thomas Girardi. Did not know that, okay? So we will be doing a reading covering all aspects of Erika Girardi. So we'll be looking at the current energies around Erika to start off with. Then we'll be looking at the energies around her marriage to Thomas Girardi, who is a Gemini. Geminis have had a really hard go of it in the past couple of months. Who are Geminis? Kanye West is a Gemini to start with. Shia LaBeouf is also a Gemini. So we'll be going into that and the astrological placements and what's going on. Then we'll be looking at the state of Erika Girardi's finances. Then we'll be looking at her role on The Real Housewives of Atlanta for the past few seasons, because I often thought like she gave this approach where she was very icy and standoffish and everything else. But I often felt that there was something going on, and there were a few situations which were red flags to me, and we will discuss that in this reading. Then finally, we will look at what the future holds for her and see any further insights from Spirit, because to wrap everything up, the reason why we do these readings is that it's a way for all of us to learn from other people's decisions, other people's choices, what lessons could we learn to enhance our lives, okay? So let's get started. So what are the current energies? So Erika Girardi is, I'm going to call her Erika Jayne. So she is a Cancer. So we are going to be tuning into the current energies around her at the moment. So we're starting off with the Four of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. That's the thing. She has just taken herself out of commission. She's just taken herself out of commission. She's taken herself out of the situation. This is that icy energy that she has, you know, that standoffish energy. She's just resided from all of this, and she's just seeing where the chips lie. Now she's lying on a sword, which means there is something either that she's hiding or something that she's not being completely forthcoming with. Wheel of Fortune situations keep on coming in every minute, every day is a different story. It's a different story. It's something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have the Devil card. Boom. To get the Devil card and the Wheel of Fortune, that's not good. So it's always some situation that keeps on happening. How low can you go? What else is out there? And you know what? I'm being told at this point as well, where you see she's lying on the sword, there's some element, or there's something that we ourselves don't know. So this Aquarius card, this healing energy has come in, which is really interesting. I think it's someone seeing, could it be someone seeing the error of their ways and wanting to, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Someone seeing the error of their ways. Look what came through. So we have, oh my gosh, I'm getting so many messages, guys. This is Erika Jayne, Erika Girardi. She is embarrassed. She is ashamed. Because look, we can't even see this person's face. This is embarrassment. This is shame. This is hurt. A lot of hurt. And when I was asking the question with this star card that came through, whether someone was healing, etc., realize the error of their ways, that's where we get the Five of Cups energy. Yep. Now, what this devil is telling me, unfortunately, guys, I think that, notice these two people who are chained and the devil overhead, this Capricorn energy, I feel that she was in cahoots to a certain extent. They just got caught up in putting on appearances, but we'll see the extent to which she was complicit in just a bit. But I think for her, it's the element of being caught. Again, do you see the 3 cups spilled? It's the element of being caught. There's a lot of shame and embarrassment. But notice there is something behind her back that she's hiding. As with this 4 of Wands, there's a wand that she's lying down on that we can't see. Again, with this Queen of Swords that's come through for her, she is keeping people. She's up on a high mountain amongst the clouds. She is keeping people at bay. That's the energy that's coming through for her. She's keeping people at bay. I won't be surprised if at this moment she isn't entertaining any. Yep, yeah. Guys, please don't shoot the messenger, but that's what I was saying with this 2 of Cups. We have the 2 of Cups, we have the Devil, we have the 2 featured here with the Devil as well. Let me just bring this up so you guys could see it. Yep, sorry guys. She was kind of complicit with this. She kind of knew what was going on. So that answers one of our questions right off the bat. She was complicit. This aspect is one that I got for Carl Lentz and his wife as well. In terms of whether Carl Lentz's wife was in on the corruption going on at Hillsong, yes, she was. That was a question I asked. I'll link the Carl Lentz reading above for you guys to see it. But yep, in a way, she knew what was going on. They toasted to it. They were partners in this. Yeah, oh gosh, that's not something that she's going to say no, that she didn't. You know what I find is really interesting? Spirit guides are just telling me this. So she came out saying that she wanted to get a divorce. Then she talked about the affair that Thomas Girardi was having, as she put that out there as the reason for her getting the divorce. But nowhere has she said that she was shocked and horrified of everything that's come out. Notice she never said that, huh? She never said that. If I am wrong, leave it in the comments box below, but she never said that. That's the thing. And this is just a download I was getting from Spirit Guides. I just got that download just now, okay? I'm happy to be wrong, by the way. Because I don't take any, pleasure in this, yeah. So we have the 10 of Wands reversed. This is an exacerbated burden for them. This 10 of Wands just talks about this situation has been building for a while, is what I'm being told with the 10 of Wands. This situation's been building for a while. There is going to be a full moon in Cancer coming down to the end of this month. Yep, in which the truth is going to come out. All the truth is going to come out eventually, because we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Page of Wands. Now, I did a reading on Nene Leakes and Mariah with their boycott Bravo TV, and this card kept on coming up quite a lot. This card is the card of being fascinated with giving people a particular impression. Right? So this is what this is telling me. She was fascinated with giving people a particular impression. That is all it was about for her, how she externally came across and appeared to other people. But there was a naivety when it came to that. She was very naive because she knew that, because what you're doing is not sustainable. What you're doing is being built on sand. So there was a naivety with her in terms of what she did. So this is being aspected next to the 5 of Cups. So she's embarrassed. She's embarrassed with how she conducted herself, how she was being, because she was being false, really. Also with the healing card, we have the Queen of Wands next to it. So she has healed a lot from this. And I think she's grown into a person who is just more open, who is more accepting of their truth, who is more accepting of the good and the bad sides to them as well. So she's in the process, I would say, of doing that healing. I'm also being drawn to, with this page card, of some business or some business opportunity, and she's going to be looking at how she could parlay this into some opportunity for herself. But we are going to pull a bit more to just get a bit more information about that. So this is the current energy around Erika Jayne. So she was complicit in everything that's going on. Erika Jayne, Erika Girardi. We haven't had, because the only cards we've had when it comes to her is a card of the union with her husband, Thomas Girardi. And we've had the Five of Cups energy, which is Cancer energy, which is shame. Those are the only two cards that have come up symbolizing Erika. Her marriage and shame. Her marriage, complicity, and shame. Those are the only two. Okay, because she is Cancer. Okay, let's see what else we can get from this. How many facts do I give? Yeah. There we go. Be careful what you wish for. Nine of Cups and the Tower. What this is saying in terms of the current energy is that this came to them as a huge shock. I don't know why it was such a shock. I think the way it publicly blew up was a shock, but they were sitting happy at one point. You know, in terms of, look at what I have, very boastful. You know, that was how they lived. They loved to boast. They loved to show what it is they had. There was a certain, with this Devil card, greed when it came to it. So notice with the exception of these cards, we have the Devil and the Tower. That is trouble. That means it's your own greed, it's your own habits. In a way, you brought this on yourself, is what the Devil card is saying. They got attached, because I'm looking at these chains, they got attached to a particular way, a particular lifestyle, particularly with showing off, with giving people an impression that they're one thing when they're really not. They got, you know, really caught up in that energy. But then this sudden situation came. I'm being told that... Okay. Oh, okay, this is very specific. I'm being told that they always knew what the risks were. They wanted to be out and in front. It's almost as if they shined a light on them, then they will have nothing to hide. It seems as though being out and so on was a strategy. They knew, it seems as though like 2-3 years ago, I'm being shown more too, there was a point at which they knew that this could potentially come to light. And they were working behind the scenes to mitigate that risk. So this is where we have the Ten of Wands upside down. So the Ten of Wands upright talks about something coming to an end, it being very burdensome, it being overbearing. They knew this was coming. Hence it being reversed, they were trying to mitigate that risk, the risk of them being found out. It seemed as though Thomas gave Erika the assurance that it was all under control. I'm being told marriage and business arrangement, but we'll come into the marriage element of their reading in a bit. But for somehow circumstances this year triggered this. They couldn't mitigate it anymore. Things were, I'm being shown sand and things slipping out of their hands, and then it ended up being this situation. It's almost as if they knew that there was a small risk of it happening, but they tried to fix it, but then slowly it began to gain momentum, and the situation completely got beyond them. They could not get in front of the situation. That not getting in front of the situation happened this year with the Tower moment. They didn't expect it to be as huge as what it was. Erika was also surprised by how huge the fallout was. She didn't expect it. Thomas Girardi, to an extent, didn't expect it as well. But there was a sign of it, I'm being told, about 2 years ago. There was a sign of it. Okay? All right, so that is the current energy around Erika Jayne. So let's look at what is the current energy in her marriage with Thomas Girardi. So what is the energy around Erika Jayne's marriage with Thomas Girardi? What is the current energy around Erika Jayne's marriage to Thomas Girardi? Okay, we have a lot of jumpers. Oh my gosh, guys, different deck. We have the Two of Cups again. She was part of this. They have a soul connection for sure. Okay. Do I need to split this deck? Or would you give me cards? Yeah, you give me cards. Thank you. So for Erika Jayne's side, we have the High Priestess. They have an understanding between them. I'm almost being shown like Trump and Melania. There's an understanding between them. Okay, Thomas Girardi, what's his energy in this situation? What is Thomas Girardi's energy? Do you want me to cut the deck, or are you going to give me a card? No. You're going to cut the deck? Should I cut the deck? You're going to give me a card. This will go so much faster if I could cut the deck. I'm cutting the deck. Okay. Sorry guys, me just having a conversation with my spirit guides as to what we're doing. Okay. Guys, this shame card comes up in all guises. Yep, this is... Okay, so let me, before I go any further, let me make sure you guys are following what I'm doing. So we have Erika Girardi's section, Thomas Girardi's section. What's in the middle is the energies that exist between the both of them. What's to the back is elements of their energy that we can't see or we don't know. Okay? Yeah. Did you see what I mean? Didn't I say this in this last reading? She's going to try and parlay this into a new opportunity for her to make money. She's already been given offers for it, by the way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, one more. Yeah. Okay guys, we cannot make this up. We have the Strength card underneath. You know what's really interesting with all of this? In the face of everything that's happening, they are very unique, almost dysfunctional in their way. I'll tell you why I say that. It's because they have, considering what's going on around them, they have surprisingly good cards, considering what is happening around them. So with Erika Girardi, what we have is the High Priestess. So here we have someone who is very spiritual, who is very intuitive, who is doing that work and discovery of her shadow side, of her inner self, to really understand, okay, what do I do? She has sort of retreated and she is trying to understand, what do I do? What's my next step? She's very strategic here. She's not getting lost. Yep, she's ashamed, she's embarrassed, she's disappointed, but she's not dwelling. I think she's more disappointed that her facade has taken a dent, is what I'm picking up on. So what she's looking at is, with this situation, how do I make this situation work for me? This is what she's focusing on now. She's very resourceful, Erika Girardi, sorry. She's being very, very resourceful here. Her focus is money and creating money opportunities from this. That is her sole focus. What we have with Thomas Girardi, we have this card of shame here. This is shame from the perspective of, in a different way, he is embarrassed as to how he's perceived in a professional sense. So here he's not looking at his like celebrity, oh for goodness sake, what's the word? He's not looking at his celebrity appeal, or I'll just use the word appeal. He's not looking at his celebrity appeal or anything like that. What he's concerned about and embarrassed about is, from a professional perspective, the fact that he failed. So that's what's embarrassing for him. But all, again, is not lost. Notice with him and Erika, this card came up. with this Two of Cups, there is something that they have on the side, something that they know, something that they have behind their back, and they're just waiting for the situation to get worse and they pull it out. There is some ace in the hole that both of them had, because this card came up for Erika in a different deck. It's come up for Thomas Girardi in a different deck as well. So between the both of them, there is something they know. This card has come up for the both of them as well. We have the Two of Cups here again. So 2 is very significant with them, because with this card, yep, this was Erika Jayne's card. Notice we have the 2 cups behind her. For Thomas Girardi, we have the 2 cups here again. We got the Two of Cups here also. They are implicit in this. This is what this is telling me. They are implicit. So guys, follow the bouncing ball. And we got the Two of Cups for them as well. A lot of 2s. They were in it together. They were in this together. They were in this together. Wow. Further proof that they were in this together. We have the Three of Pentacles. So we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords. So when we are looking at, this is a marriage read, mind you. So with the marriage read, we know that they're in it together. For this marriage read of the situation between them, there has been 3 people in their marriage for a very long time. That's what this is saying. 3 people have been in their marriage for a very long time. The heartbreak is real though. The heartbreak from, I have a feeling with this heartbreak card, it's not only, thank you Spirit Guide, so what Erika Jayne tried to do when she came out about the affairs and the multiple affairs, etc. She knew about the affairs. These affairs were going on for a very long time. She knew about it. She really didn't care. She had resigned herself from the marriage anyway. She had come to terms with it, with the heartache of it. She had come to terms with it a very long time ago. They had an agreement, they had an arrangement, because I'm being drawn to the paperwork here. They had an agreement and an arrangement where he could do what he wants to do, she would do what she wants to do. When she released the emails and so on, because between them we have the 8 of Wands, which is messages. So when she released all those messages about him having an affair and who he had the affair with, etc., this was a tactic. She was trying to distract attention from something. So it was a strategy, it was a tactic. But she very well knew that this was going on. Right? So, interesting for Thomas Girardi's side. He has the Ace of Wands. This is what I'm saying. Something is crazily up here. Because with all of these readings, they have Ace of Swords, 8 of Wands. You know, they're still going to try to keep up appearances. You know? But they have, because this looks at current energies also. So current energies around them is, it's still, they want to still keep it as business as usual as much as possible. We have the Fool, which is the energy between them. So the Fool talks about new beginnings. The Fool talks about starting anew, starting afresh. They're going to be looking to have each other's backs. That's what I'm hearing. They may give one particular public impression, but with the 8, because we have the Ace of Cups. This talks about a new love or a new opportunity with this Ace of Cups. But we have the 8 of Wands and we have the 8 of Pentacles. So this talks about messages, either messages regarding work or regarding work opportunities that they have between them. But they have really good cards. It's crazy considering what they have going on. Their marriage seems to be in good nick. But what I'm particularly being drawn to here, they're working together on something. They're working together with this 8 of Pentacles. They're working together on something. They're working together on, thank you Spirit Guides, they're working together on damage control. Because I'm being drawn to the Strength card as I say this. So even when someone is down and out, they're not giving up on the other. They're working on damage control. They're going to try to deflect. They will plant stories in the press. They will try to deflect and make things appear a particular way. But both of them have their ace in the hole. They have complete control. Well, not complete control, but they are trying to mitigate their risk as much as possible and control and contain the situation. And being drawn to the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks about a victory, a plateau, or some victory over, if there's a court ruling or a case, there is a victory that they are going to get in terms of, or an agreement or something. Thomas Girardi is going to be able to negotiate, but his victory card is here with the Six of Wands. I'm not saying that the whole thing is going to go away, not at all, but I think in a case that is brought against him, he's going to be able to prove something that gives them a small victory or a milestone. But yeah. Now with this Ace of Cups energy, this is really interesting because we have the Ace of Cups next to the work and next to messaging. Again, this could go into the small victory that we were looking at. But the Ace talks about new opportunities and it's next to the message card and it's next to the work card. So let's see what this Ace is about. Could you clarify the Ace of Cups? Why is the Ace of Cups here next to the work card? Could we clarify what this Ace of Cups is? For Erika Jayne, this is a lot of news. Erika Girardi, sorry, this is a lot of new starts. We have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. She's going to look to redefine herself. She's going to look to redefine herself, rebrand her image. That's what she's going to look to do. They're going to try to stick it out with each other to the very end. So even though they've said divorce and this sort of thing, I don't see that in these cards as such. We have the Fool, which means new beginnings. But yeah, I just see that Ace of Cups. Explain this Ace of Cups. Oh, okay. Oh no, that's what I was picking up on. Guys, this is the Devil card in this deck. The Devil card has come through again in their outcome. They are up to no good. We have the Queen of Cups. This is Erika Jayne's energy because Cups is water energy. Erika Jayne is a Cancer. We have the Devil card that's come through. But when the Devil card comes through in this cup, it talks about leaving something. Do you see this Devil is walking? This she's not a hag. She's a, there's a particular name for this person. It's escaped my head. But she's left the house. She's left the gold. She's left the scarf. She's just walking away from a situation and dropping things behind her. I think she has sort of, because this is what I'm saying about Erika Jayne. She is a very intuitive woman. She's very intuitive. She has very good psychic powers and psychic abilities. And I'm not surprised because if you remember Real Housewives of Atlanta, she always had psychics on the show. I think once or twice she was in scenes where psychics were around. Yep, she is very much intuitive. And we see that here again with, you know, her looking into the future and making her plans. I think she's going to walk away from the situation, which explains the Fool that we have between them here. But they're still going to be joined. They're still going to be joined always. But I think it's a strategy, her walking away. Because they're still always going to be joined with this Two of Cups. This walking away, or she's saying she's divorcing and that sort of thing, I think that it's not what it seems. But she's going to look to try to start something new for herself. That is what's coming through here. Because we have the Ace of Cups. Cups is water energy. Is Erika Jayne's, Erika Girardi's energy. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. She is trying to create a distance between herself and Thomas Girardi. She is going on a journey herself. She wants to create distance between herself and him in order to start afresh again. Number one. Number two, regarding their marriage, there is someone for Erika Jayne who is coming in, approaching her with an offer, with a love offer. This person is a knight. They're nowhere near as powerful as Thomas Girardi at all, but they are coming in with an offer for her. So I think that she wouldn't mind taking up that offer. I think this would be an offer that would leave her really emotionally fulfilled with the Ten of Cups. This offer could be an opportunity for her to start again. Thank you, Spirit Guides, because what's come through very strongly in this reading is, yeah, Erika Jayne she is very cold, my gosh. But we think of her as cold, she's just a high priestess. She knows how this stuff goes. She knows what impression to give. She knows the essence of who she is. She knows the essence of everyone and who they are. She could read and clock you in a minute. She is all that she is concerned, you know, different things that we would get overworked and drawn into, and different things that would break us doesn't break her. She is focusing on how could I make this work for me? How could I make money from this? What new strategy do I need to put in place? What is my brand ought to be? That is what she's focusing on. She knew that Thomas Girardi was cheating on her all these years. Three, that's their marriage. Three people in a marriage, heartache, it was always there. So for her saying, oh my gosh, I'm going to divorce him because of this reason, there is a strategy that she had behind this and putting it out there. She's focused on herself. And Thomas Girardi knows that she's focused on herself. They're working together on this. Sorry guys, that's the best way I could find to say it. They are all working in cahoots. That's their strategy. They just want to put us off the scent, so to speak. Okay, so our next question is the state of her finances we kind of covered in the... what is the state of her finances? I'll just do a quick look into the state of her finances. I won't stay too long on that. State of her finances. Okay, state of Erika Jayne, Erika Girardi's finances. Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit. So that's an impression that the Hermit, she's leaving that behind. It's still up in the air at the moment, whether she can rescue this situation or not. With the Wheel of Fortune coming through. Because from the Ace of Pentacles, she is trying to look for new opportunities. Yep. Five of Wands talks about arguments and conflicts, particularly around her career. I think that there are deals that she's lost. Yeah, because from this Queen of Pentacles persona, we have the Hermit, which means she's not in that state anymore when it comes to her finances. She's trying to make an escape with what money she does have, but she's being blocked from doing that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There we go. See, that's Four of Pentacles. She really doesn't have the money at all. With the Four of Pentacles and the Hermit, that's what I was picking up on. Her money is being blocked. The little that she has, they're trying to take her. She's trying to hold on to the money that she does have. But with the Hermit, I'm being drawn to this star on the Hermit. She wants to leave this situation behind her and make her money. She wants to rebrand herself for the Three of Wands. She's looking for new work opportunities. But money she does not have. The state of her finances is quite poor. With this Four of Pentacles, she doesn't have much. Yeah, there we go. She has the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. She has an issue with money. So the Five of Pentacles is wanting to get involved with other people who are able to make money, but she's being blocked out. She's being phased out. So she's trying to look for new opportunities, but with this barbed wire, she's being blocked from those opportunities at the moment with people. With the Knight of Swords, that's the thing. We have the Knight of Swords and the Three of Wands. So she is really going in, trying to negotiate new contracts, trying to rebrand herself, trying to put out a new strategy as to how she's meant to be a pair. That's what she's trying to do with the Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands talks about planning. It talks about new opportunities. We also got the Three of Wands for Erika in... Oh, did I reshuffle these cards? Yeah, but it's hard to say, but we did get the Three of Wands for her in the state of her marriage as well when it comes to moving on. But she would like to move on with her dignity. She would like to move on with her pride. She would like to move on with her branding intact as to who she is. She's going to try to sell that strategy, but that's not going to be the reality of it with the Four of Swords. She's not going to be successful with it because people are looking at her essentially as a fraud. That's what she's going to be told. But at the moment, she is making a loss. Money is quite thin on the ground for her. She's trying to keep up appearances, but she has two fives on the board, the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So fives talks about challenges, talks about uncertainty, talks about change, talks about resistance. So she's trying to flee somewhere. Her path is being blocked with the Five of Wands. She's trying to make money, but her path is being blocked with the barbed wire. She was viewed as a Queen of Pentacles before. She was able to make money. She was able to be abundant. However, she's looking in longingly at her being able to do that. She just doesn't have that anymore. She is grabbing at money. Things are quite desperate. With this Four of Pentacles card, things are quite desperate for her. She's looking for opportunities to make money, but her opportunities, with the Wheel of Fortune talks about opportunities, but her opportunities are being blocked at the moment. She's not able to make any money. Is Thomas Girardi supporting her? Is he supporting her financially? Is Thomas Girardi supporting Erika Jayne financially? Yeah. Yep, he's still giving her money. King of Pentacles, she still has a sugar daddy. Either he is supporting her or she's getting money from somewhere else or someone else. Yeah. She's still getting money from somewhere else or someone else. I'm being drawn with this Knight of Pentacles here as well, that she may be borrowing money or trying to borrow money. Trying to borrow money. I'm not sure whether she's with this Devil here, whether she's having a good go at it, or whether the people that she's borrowing from are credible or have her best interests at heart. But she's looking at ways for money to keep up appearances. But there is someone who's funding her. This may be either Thomas Girardi or it may be that Knight of Pentacles, that Knight of Cups person who was coming in towards her. But her money situation does not look good whatsoever. She's having to get money from various people and various sources who would give her, by the looks of that. Okay, so how did she hide this from the Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's my other question. I won't spend too long on this one. So we know when we say justice could be blind, sometimes she's got the Justice card here. Did she hide this? Yeah, she did. She did. Yeah. We have the Three of Cups here. There was an agreement between her and other people. Not that she hid it, not that those other people knew per se. We'll look and see whether they did. But she formed agreement and alliances with other people regarding this. I think she threatened some people with legal paperwork if they spoke, especially as the way it was phrased is that if she spoke about Thomas Girardi's affair, then she would issue legal paperwork, because she said the type of cases and so on he dealt with, she wanted that off the show. Also, she formed alliances, is what this Three of Cups card says, with certain people. With the Six of Cups, it was done so she could seem and appear a particular way. A lot of this, again, was for show. So if anyone approached or came near the business dealings, they threatened them with legal paperwork. Yeah. With the Queen of Pentacles, she wanted to appear rich. So that is how she appeared to her. So she did hide it, that she just wanted to appear to be a rich kept woman, or a rich mature woman, not kept woman. They threatened people with legal paperwork. She made allegiances with the Three of Cups. So with 3 other women who were there. Yeah, there we go. We have the Moon card. So the Moon card is hiding things with the truth. And that's what I'm saying. She made allegiances with other women on there. But of course, it's all come tumbling down. Yeah, she made allegiances because we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands talks about home life. So there was something that happened in her past regarding her home life and home situation, which is the Tower moment, which she was able to keep hidden as well. For the sake of, we have the Prince of Pentacles, for the sake of money and keeping up a front, she was able to hide it. Yep, there was something that was an indicator or a key or something like that she managed to keep hidden. For some reason, I'm being drawn to, there was an episode in which they traveled. Was it to Italy or to France or something like that? And they stayed in a big house or something. Apparently, it's at this point that this tower situation happened. It was at this point this tower situation happened. There was something with her home life in that episode. I can't remember. They went to this big sprawling estate. And I'm being shown by my spirit guides. By my spirit guides, I'm just being shown images, guys. But they were in the big sprawling estate. I think that there were a number of rooms they had to stay in. I remember them getting extremely drunk. And I remember there was someone with dark hair and someone with blonde hair who were picking on Erika. It was in that episode that's where this tower moment happened. That threatened the way she was appearing. And that tower moment was related to her home life. And she was able to keep it under wraps. So she wasn't being honest and forthcoming with the Moon card. She wasn't on the show. Anything final? But that was because the reason why I raise, the spirit guides are, there we go. That's my confirmation. 7 of Wands. If anyone asked any questions, etc., she was able to bat them off. Do you see him with his baton? So if anyone came to her, she just batted them away. That's what she was doing. But there was some situation that threatened that, where she was at risk of being exposed. It was that time when they were, I want to say they were in Paris. That was the time. I think it wasn't this last episode, but the episode before. That was the time that this was at risk of being exposed. But she managed to keep it under wraps. One other person knew, 1 or 2 other people knew what was, one other person, I'm tempted to say, knew what was going on, but they didn't know the full ins and outs of it. Yeah, but she kept it away from everyone. Yeah, she was very strategic in how she did that as well. Yeah. Yep. She was duplicitous with, I'm being told, duplicitous with producers. Yeah. And deflecting attention. But there was one time, and I'm being drawn again to when they were in this house in, I think it was France, I want to say, and drinking wine and imitating each other. I'm being drawn to. But that was when they were very close to discovering her truth. And that's the closest she's come to being panicked about it and about people discovering her and finding her out. Yeah. Okay, so the very last question is, what does the future hold for Erika Jayne? I think we kind of answered that as we've been looking at current energies, in that she has a Knight of Cups, she has another man, someone coming into, you know, with someone coming in with a cup, someone coming in with an offer. Yeah, that's what I'm said with the Judgment. She's taken up and moving on. I think with this situation, she's going to try to distance herself as much. Oh, these are too many cards. She's going to try and distance herself as much as possible from it. She's going to try and see how she could create new opportunities for herself. That's what I'm being intuitively picking up on. Anything else? Yeah. These are the opportunities. She's going to be looking for new opportunities with the Seven of Cups. This, however, is going to leave her immobile for a little bit, because she's just going to be figuring out, okay, what do I do? How do I navigate this? But she's looking at options. She's looking at work options. There's a coldness here. I think she's the sort of person, she will cry in private. She will cry on her own. But she looks to put on a brave face, yeah. She's still this is what she's aiming for. She wants to come out on top with that Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there we go. That's the Tower. King of Pentacles, yeah. That King of Pentacles has come through for her again. She has someone giving her a bit of money on the side. We have the Death card, the Strength card again, and the Five of Pentacles. So there are money worries here. There are money worries. What's the energy that we're picking up from this is that she is very, very strong, psychologically strong, spiritually strong. She knew exactly what she was getting herself into, and she's walking away from. Do you see the storm in the background? She's walking away from it. She's determined to walk away from it. This situation that's happened, notice every single read we've done, we've gotten the Tower card. Except for their marriage. We didn't get the Tower card for their marriage, because both of them were in it together. But every other time we've pulled and looked at energies for Erika Jayne, we've gotten the Tower card. So it did come, but it's a Tower card or a shock in terms of how we are perceiving her. Right? So what she's going to do from this Tower moment, she's just going to rise up. She's going to keep on moving forward. She's going to keep on trying to do her music. Yeah. And she is going to part with the past. She's going to look at ways in which she can monetize, look for opportunities. But it's not going to all happen like that, because we have the card of loss. So even if she was able to make money, she's not going to make anywhere near the amount of money that she was making before. No. Nowhere near the amount of money. So this has really been a loss situation for her. My final message from my spirit guides is that this situation is still unfolding. You know, but we have the full moon in Cancer, which is at the end of December, which is in Erika Jayne's first house. So we're going to look and see at the end of December, beginning of January, how things are going to unfold. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a further update or further news at that time. Whether it's publicized or not, we'll wait to see. But she was complicit and she didn't know about all of this. She didn't know the extent of it, but she did know. She was aware. She was aware. If they say otherwise, they'll be wrong, but she was aware. Well, I didn't expect to get all of that, but I think I'm quite shook. I'm quite shooketh, I'd say. So let me know how you guys found that reading. Like and subscribe if you did. Leave a comment or your feedback down below. I look forward to hearing it. But the fact that she was complicit, everyone's giving of their lives. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is really petty labelle of this, right? But you know, everyone, oh my goodness. This woman, her son, her daughter, she has 2 daughters on the show, and one that was suffering, Hamlin. Yep, Thomas, Hamlin is her husband. But she's always talking about, oh, we all give of our lives on the show and everything else. I would like to know what she thinks. Oh my God, I can't remember her name, unfortunately. But I'd like to know what she thinks of all of this. What she thinks of Erika Jayne, her partner in crime. You know what? She is minding her business. Yep, there we go. She is minding her business. It came as a shock to her. It came as a shock to her. I think that their marriage is going to their friendship is slowly going to come to an end. Because she is concerned with protecting herself, with protecting her family and protecting her household. She doesn't want any part of this mess. Because either if she gets drawn into it, it's going to be a burden for her, but this was a surprise for her. What is her name? Hamlin is her husband's name. Oh, I can't remember her name. I'll put her name down in the comments box in terms of who I'm doing the reading of. But they were really thick as thieves on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I think that she is quite disappointed. You know, she's shocked. She was shocked by the news. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because we have the 7 of Pentacles reverse. Because what she's thinking, and we have the King of Wands reverse as well. Because they are very much about putting yourself out there, showing everything and so on. So the fact that to find out that you haven't been doing that, it's left a bad taste in their mouth in terms of how she views Erika Jayne. But, however, it's not, their friendship isn't going to come to an end just yet. But with the Death card, their friendship will eventually come to an end. Okay. God, they've called them the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Thelma and Louise. But the thing that I find quite duplicitous about it is that you had, in terms of that Real Housewives of Atlanta cast, a lot of people who were dying on their swords, you know, from, over the last few episodes. And Erika Jayne just she was sitting on so much tumultuousness going on in her marriage, but she chose not to divulge it. She chose to remain stoic. She chose to pass judgment on everyone else, whereas she had all of that going on. That just shows how her cast members view her, you know, because really she's a fraud. You know, so that's why we had the Death card, and that things would eventually come to an end, and we had all those cards reverse as well. Their view as being duplicitous, there's a lack of trust. Interesting. Okay, guys, so I am going to leave it there. There is nothing else from Spirit Guides, but know that this situation is going to continue to unfold, so chances are I may need to do another reading on both of them. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in towards the end. like and subscribe, as it will help the channel. Leave a comment down below if you have future questions, and I look forward to seeing you guys in future readings. Okay, bye for now.